Time to unload this van. It seems like every time we come back from a trip, we have way more stuff than what we left. So let's get started. Now it's time to really deep clean it. That means cleaning out the toilet, washing out the shower basin, and probably breaking some stuff down because guess what? There's a whole bunch of stuff we wanted to change. Come on in here. Let's talk about the things we didn't like again in the van. Starting with this piece here. The super cool thing was Brad had created this extension piece, although he's a little upset that the grain doesn't match. Now as cool as this was, it was nice to have this extra space. However, with this little piece, and even when the seat is swiveled around, it's quite a bit of a challenge to get in and out of the van with this extended. Unless you curl up in here like this. So that is really nice to have, but does present quite a few issues, especially if you're cooking in and or outside of the van. So before we left, we had gotten the recirculating shower working, we tested it, everything else. Well, when Brad left, he was running into some problems. We thought we fixed the issue on the road. We didn't get the problem sorted out. So we're not really sure exactly what is going on, so we have to fix that. And then I accidentally threw Brad out of bed one time on the road, and so he punched this on the way out. And so now this is a little bit more of a challenge to get out, but it does still extend. Now this was...
I wanted to take a moment to jump out and just go over really quickly that temporary piece that Nicole's talking about right now. We are replacing that, and we're going to do it with 80/20. We're gonna make a whole video on that. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, I may have it ready and it'll be right here. Link. Maybe go back after you watch the rest of this video, click that link, and that'll be the information for you and how we built the permanent situation for this. But I wanted to take this moment and give you that information. All right, back to what we were doing.
It's totally fine. We're gonna fix that issue. One thing that I really enjoyed was the shower curtain, just having that privacy. Now we got a Nautilus, so we are planning to use that on the finished product once we get done with it. We do love our toilet. As much as I didn't like it in the first place, I love having it here, and I love being able to just go pee whenever I want to, even on the road. Everything in here has been really amazing. The only other thing I can complain about is the shelf here. The next thing I want to talk about is our little pantry area here, which we had issues putting in the doors anyway. So as you can see, there's a huge gap. Well, we knew that was a problem and we were just not willing to fix it before we left because we kind of ran out of time. But what we did find is that the backings on all of these are really awful and I hate them. So as you can see, it's just very loose on every single one, including the ones behind us. So this section will change. We'll make some modifications. Though the leather handles did work really well. So one really great thing is that we got the drawer to come all the way out, hence why the doors are
such gap
the way that they are. But the really nice thing is I was able to put my Lazy Susan up here. It did have a little grippy pad which kept it from sliding forward. There was so much space in here. It was really lovely to have that, and now we just have to get more spices. Laundry was amazing. It was really nice to have the laundry come out. I loved that. Now I know Brad told me he's gonna make me like a little drawer in here, which will be awesome because during the time that we didn't have a tiny drawer up there, most of the laundry stuff was kind of in here, which is fine. It's just like little tablets and things. But
so as you saw, if you watched any of the videos, the shower went out pretty quickly. You could take a shower, you just had to do it in like record time, 3 to 5 minutes. But somehow, I don't know if it was because the pump was continuing to run or somebody left the button on, but this button fried. And it doesn't come out all the way anymore, and that's how I know it fried. The pump still works fine. We also decided this bottom is our dump. When that happens, the water flows out of the bottom. We still get to use our dumps, Now the one correction that we're gonna have is we're gonna take it off this panel and we're gonna bring it up front and put it somewhere up here within reach. You know, we're not dumping any chemicals or waste onto the ground. It's just water and a little bit of soap and maybe some food, whatever goes down there. So all that stuff can land straight on the road and it's not gonna hurt anybody. We figured out, you know, hey, did you hit the dump before we left? No. Crap. Okay, so we gotta stop, hit the dump. Or even worse, we get to the next location and we start washing dishes or something like that, and we're overflowing into the parking lot or our campsite, which is never fun either. Also in the front, you know, we put our little, I don't know if this is temporary or not, this has worked out really well. No, we're gonna put a cabinet for electrical stuff here, for charging and whatnot, so that may block it. But we know for a fact, we're gonna keep these, we're gonna be able to put those up, but we want some kind of privacy curtain. It's a pliable piece of plastic, and you have these little clips, and you just clip them up on there, and you can have them go in any direction or side. And then you put your little whammies with your curtain on it, and you can have it go any direction. So there was thought of having one that would actually go all the way around, but I think at this point we just want a curtain that comes all the way across. So that way if you need to do a quick change.
This has been the worst part of our van, I think, besides the shower, is dealing with the bed. So I'd cut up the bed more so that we could tri-fold it. However, as much as a good idea I thought it was, a really big pain in my butt. So this is how it's gotta go before I can even put this stuff up here. So granted, this is slide in. Now this is the downside because I have to flip it up under the mattress, which is a nightmare of a process. And so that's how we maneuvered this, but that meant that we didn't get to put the bed up very often. So Brad was complaining because he couldn't see out the back windows when the bed was up, so he always wanted the bed down, which I didn't like because I wanted to have the ability to come back and sit down here for whatever reason that I would need to, because we don't have a table yet, but that is the plan. So the only problems was the transformation of putting the bed down, but also the fact that this wasn't as stable as the back piece that Brad got to sleep on. So
You say got, like
well,
I had a choice.
No, you did have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
You did have a choice.
What was your reason for sleeping on the front?
So I could go to the bathroom all the time, because I had to wake up and have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
So where did Brad get to sleep?
Well, I could crawl all over you.
More on these little trips that we take, these little details that need to be tweaked. You know, this van's going to become more and more of a home and you know, the ideal living situation for us.
Other than all the little things that we needed to fix, I mean, I think we had a really great trip, and there were a few nights it was really nice. We were watching the game and just cozying in like a little tiny New York apartment.
Yeah.
So the van is becoming a little tiny home, and it's really cool to kind of see that process actually coming to fruition. So, because a year ago it was literally just a shell. We hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for all the updates.
Make sure you give us a good old thumbs up on this video. All the help we can get is appreciated. Share it with a friend. If you think there's somebody out there that would benefit from the videos that we're making.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You have a good one.